30 a.m. on this Thursday, it's July 17th. I'm Michael Gargiulo.
I'm Darlene Rodriguez. Adele Caballero's looking at some slowdowns now in Queens. Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa is here with that steamy forecast once again, Maria.
Once again, and that's the key word, once. We got one more day before we get some really nice relief here, but it is going to be tough another day today. Heat advisories are up for just about everywhere. That heat index will get close to or exceed 100 degrees for a couple of hours. We're already at 78 at Central Park and all of that humidity, 76 in Sussex, 80 in Bridgeport right now. See plenty of clouds and a few light showers after that a batch of showers rolled across southeastern Pennsylvania, so still a few remnants from that. So you may need that umbrella shortly. Otherwise, heat builds quickly. 82 degrees by 10 a.m., already 92 at 3 o'clock. Again, feels like temperatures close to 100 degrees. By the afternoon and evening, a stray shower or thunderstorm possible, but stays hot straight through this evening. All right, coming up on 6:31, Adele, where are those slowdowns now?
Definitely
Sticky, but hopefully for not too much longer.
Not too much longer, one day, but it is definitely going to be hot today. And you've got a few spotty showers out there right now. So along with the heat, we're timing out that next chance for some showers. And yes, it will interrupt at least the end of the weekend, but it's going to be nice between now and then. So we'll talk all about it coming up in the 10-day.
Thank you so much. And still ahead.
In with Maria. So Maria, really, you have to be careful if you're heading out today.
Yeah, it's going to be hot and humid, and definitely at that level where it's the dangerous heat, where we've got several consecutive hours with the feels like temperatures close to or exceeding 100 degrees. That's tough on your body. Keep an eye on the kids, the pets, yourself. The good news is we do have sunnier, drier conditions to wrap up the week and start the weekend. So we're going to get some relief. In the meantime, too, though, we're looking at an isolated storm threat for today. Looking at the live radar, what is out there, not stormy, just a few light showers sprinkled across the northern and central New Jersey through Nassau County as well. So that's kind of what we're looking at today. It's definitely not a washout. Anything that does come on through the next few hours should be generally on the light side. By the time we get to the afternoon and evening, a few isolated showers or thunderstorms could pop up. As you can see, not widespread coverage, so I think more dry skies compared to, say, a couple days ago, of course. Definitely the bigger story for everybody will be this heat. It climbs pretty quickly. 92 will be the high at Central Park. Feels like temperature at 100 degrees. Again, for several hours at this level, just got to take it easy. 104 for that feels like temperature in Newark. 91 in Poughkeepsie, but it'll feel close to 100 degrees. It does take a little time for some of this drier air to work in. And in fact, even after the sun goes down, feels like temperatures still in the 90s for so many of us. But the change is quick. It's wonderful. By tomorrow and into Saturday, temperatures are going to be close to average, but the feels like temperature, you know, it's dry when the feels like temperatures are going to be lower than the actual air temperature. But we do have another round of heat and humidity building into especially the later part of next week, and in the short term building into Sunday. I'll show you that in a second. So 78 degrees out there right now. It's hazy. It's still humid. 92 for the high. Tuck that umbrella in just in case. Southwest winds turning to the northwest tonight. That's the sign that that drier air is coming in. 74 degrees. You can breathe again tomorrow afternoon and into Saturday with that nice low humidity and some sunshine. More humid and stormy on Sunday, but those are out pretty quickly too. We get another front to come on by that gives us 2 beautiful days, Monday and Tuesday, and then the heat builds towards the end of next week. All right, 6:47 now. Adele, plenty of delays out there. What's the latest?
Morning, July 17th. I'm Darlene Rodriguez.
I'm Michael Gargiulo. Adele Caballero's here tracking our roads and rails on a Thursday, and Storm Team 4's Maria LaRosa getting everyone ready for a really hot day.
Yeah, one more really hot day before we get a nice break, which will feel amazing tomorrow. Let's talk that heat advisory up for this afternoon into this evening, including the city, of course, all of New Jersey, Hudson Valley, parts of Connecticut, and Long Island. So that heat and humidity combination, that heat index will already be pushing the mid and upper 90s by midday. In fact, 89 degrees at 1 o'clock, feels like temperature 97. The danger comes where you get several hours in a row here where you don't get that relief. It'll get up to 92 degrees, feels like temperatures at 100 in the city for a couple of hours. Even after the sun goes down, it takes a little bit before we start to feel that drier air move in. And speaking of drier air, there is a slight chance of a shower or storm later on today. We'll talk about that coming up in the 10-day. But let's first get you out the door and an update on this
Thursday morning. We're dealing with some humid weather right now, Maria.
Oh, for sure. And even a few sprinkles out there, at least for now. We had even some of the heavier showers this morning. But as we go through the rest of the day, yes, definitely heat. From Livingston, Patterson, Yonkers, and Norwalk, low 90s, feels like temperatures close to 100, and showers and thunderstorms. We wipe all of this away for tomorrow, how long that lasts, and a few more bonus days into next week in the 10-day.
Thank you, Maria. I'm out in this weather right now if we can avoid it.
Yeah, that's a good advice. Just take it easy. If the beach is in New York, part of your plan to take it easy, it is going to be hot even on the sand. We can take a look at the Jersey Shore forecast. Yeah, easily getting into the low 90s. That walk from the parking spot to the beach is going to be rough. Low risk of dangerous rip currents today, never zero. The conditions are just pretty calm, but that's also keeping everything pretty stagnant. Now, tomorrow, everything changes. We get the humidity out of here and the sun continues to shine. So another great beach day from Long Island, Jersey Shore, Connecticut, back into the upper 70s and low 80s even through Saturday. But by Sunday, it's back to some stormier weather and that humidity. Now, this morning, we've had some showers, not too much in the way of thunder. Everything out there now is on the lighter side, but keep the umbrella handy even through midday. By the afternoon and evening, if you haven't seen a shower or a thunderstorm, you can see pretty few and far between. That chance really starts to go down after that. And that's when we start to see that lower humidity come on in. So dew points in the mid 70s, which we've been stuck in for days. Now we're talking about the low 50s. That is going to feel like a completely different season for tomorrow. And you're going to enjoy not just for tomorrow, but into Saturday. Of course, between now and then, it is dangerous heat. Prepare for it. Stay hydrated. Watch the kids. Watch the pets. It'll feel like 100 degrees with the thermometer reporting 92 for the high today, 104 for that feels like temperature in Newark, above 100 or close to it in Poughkeepsie. Even after the sun goes down, if you've got evening plans, it remains really sticky and warm out there. But again, by tomorrow morning, it's going to feel much different. A nice northwest flow going to help that along. Now, on average, today we hit 85 degrees and statistically, we peak for the heat of the summer today into tomorrow and Saturday with average highs, and then we start to see those average highs slip a bit into August. We're going to spend some time close to or below average by the time we get into the weekend. So today, yeah, it's kind of one more hot day, 90 degrees by 2 o'clock, 92 the high. Be ready for a spotty shower or two in the afternoon. Otherwise, drier, pleasant for tomorrow and Saturday. Stormy and muggy again on Saturday. That too is brief. Monday and Tuesday looking gorgeous. All right, speaking of looking gorgeous, you are, Adele, but